channel. I am back with this week's Teen Mom Recap. Before I get started with this week's video, I would love it if you would go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I post new videos every single week about the newest episode of Teen Mom The Next Chapter and Teen Mom Family Reunion. And I think next week we're going to be doing both. I recap the episodes and make them a lot shorter, sweeter, and funnier, so if that's something you want to watch, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And anyway, let's go ahead and get started with this week's video. So we go back to Briana making out with her dude. I almost wish the footage was even more grainy. Like, I'm just thankful it's in black and white. We don't need to see all the stains on Briana. By the way, this dude, Jonathan, is just like looking at himself in the camera, flexing his muscles. Super cringe. Like, you just know he's thinking, green card secured, bitch. I'm the next Royer and Leah's sister. But little does he know that Briana does this often, and has a steady supply of both antibiotics and Plan Bs overflowing out of her suitcase. Probably. No anchor baby for him. Everyone is outside Briana's door snooping, listening to her every moan, which is really weird. Like, you want a VR camera in there too? You want to hear the mac and cheese sounds up close? Jonathan says bye and he leaves after their encounter. Didn't even spend the damn night. And Bri comes out her room dancing and twerking in celebration. Was it big? Absolutely. You gonna see him again? Probably not, but it's okay. Oh my god, he left his underwear? And Briana's like spinning this biohazard over her head like a trophy and throws it around. And then someone, I don't know who, I think it was Mackenzie, asks Briana, he was naked? Who said that? Did you think that him and Briana were playing Uno in there? You're on Teen Mom. You know what happens during sex. The clothes come off. Don't play dumb. The next morning, Jonathan texts Briana, Buenos dias, and she responds Buenos dias back. But to the camera, she says, I just wanted a one-night stand. This trip is almost done. I don't want a relationship. Jade says, Briana's unlucky with love, but she's not unlucky with lust. Yeah, that's not a compliment. Any girl can get a hookup. That is not a challenge for a woman. The real test is if the dude will actually stick around. Then Briana says, I'm gonna text my mom and sister that I had a filmed one-night stand. And yeah, this is a level of closeness that, like, I just cannot get on. Disgusting. Although, I guess they're gonna see it anyway, so might as well tell them now. My mom responded. She said, Briana, how? What you mean, how, Mom? You want to see the tape? Remember that Briana did almost do a sex tape of her own. Meanwhile, Kaya is having issues with her phone. Apparently she didn't tell her phone company that she was leaving the country, and now she's pissed. Why is my phone not working? She presses the same thing over and over, and when that doesn't work, she rages out of her room. Where's the phone? I'm irritated. Tyler helps her out and lends her his phone. And I kind of feel bad, but at the same time, like, even Kayla's messy ass had her phone ready to go. Jade's dumpster fire ass had her phone sorted out and working. It's just common sense. So Kaya calls her mom back on Tyler's phone. Everything is fine at home and with their son, but Kaya is still very anxious. She says, I'm homesick and I miss him more. I'm shaking, I'm so nervous. Tyler gives her a hug. He says, I've had anxiety my whole life too, and he texts Dr. Mike to check on her. So Dr. Mike comes to get Kaya, and Kaya just has this huge ass knife in her hand when he comes, and she's like holding it up. Thankfully, she's in a better mood now. My mom is all I got, she says. I'm always on edge when it comes to my mom. When I see her go to work, it crushes me. I feel like I need to take care of her because I didn't get that chance with my dad. If I go through that again, what I went through with my dad, that'll be the death of me. I just feel selfish. And Dr. Mike says, that's not selfish at all. You just want your mom and your son to be taken care of. But you have to realize that you can't control a lot of the things that you're worrying about. I feel behind in life. I want my mom to never work again. I want to be able to repay her. Be easy on yourself. I want to know what's something that you give yourself credit for. She says, I'm a good person, a good mom, but I struggle to see what else. So Dr. Mike gives her an assignment to look for things that she's doing right and to practice self-love. So everyone's hanging out in the main area, and Tyler's laughing because he catches Corey flexing in a mirror by himself, just like posing and being a general clown. Kind of like Jonathan flexing earlier as if banging Briana was like some kind of accomplishment as a man. As if banging Briana isn't like playing on easy mode. I can't get over that. Kayla and Kaya have a chat. Kayla reveals, I made a decision about the baby. I decided that I want to keep it. I need an answer from Ryan, so we're going to talk later. I'm going to hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. Which we already know how this turns out. She had a healthy baby. I don't think Ryan really had like any other option though. Like, I think telling a girl to have a late term abortion while on a Colombian vacation that her job paid for you is a little much. Like, maybe the other Ryan would do that, but this dude doesn't seem that evil. He's just kind of weird and probably a cheater. Micaiah pulls Briana over to do a session. She says, I had my fun today, my little one-night stand, but it's time to get serious. And Micaiah's just like, oh, what? You had a one night, okay. Can't judge her as a therapist. I can't judge her as a therapist. I'm a bad picker. I end up with insecure men. So what you're looking for is a consistent man? Yeah, and 0 people that I've been with have been like that. The first one, the only one where I thought maybe this could work, I self-sabotaged that relationship. I left without even a good conversation. Just total cold turkey. Which I wonder who she's talking about here. The only good relationship that we saw on the show was with Bobby, the security MTV guy. And I remember that he did everything that she asked him to. And she broke up with him anyway over like some childish teenage game that she was playing that this grown-ass man had no time for. Bet she regrets that now. What relationships did you see with your parents? And she says, I only saw my mom with my dad, and they were toxic. Recently, I found out where my dad works, and I went there, and he said he didn't want to talk to me. I even heard his voice on the walkie-talkie. He just said, I'm unavailable. And you know what? That kind of makes me feel not available. And that is one thing I have a little bit of sympathy from Briana for. Like, I just can't even imagine your own dad refusing to even meet with you. Like, not even a little chat, nothing. That kind of rejection is just brutal. Micaiah says, you seek out emotionally unavailable men. I have some advice for you. Are you right-handed? Yeah. Okay. I want you to use your left hand to brush your teeth. By doing that, you're also rewiring your thinking. This will help you to move differently and act differently. I mean, who am I to question the experts, but what the fuck? You may have 2 or more cavities as a result of this poor brushing, but the smell of your breath will scare away most men. Only those who truly love you will be able to deal with your hot-ass breath. Later, Corey pulls Zach to the side, and he says, I feel like our stories relate, bro. So I just wanted to support you and let you know that I'm here. Both of us want to fuck around, my dude. I get it. I don't want to commit to that bitch either. But no, he actually says, do you want to live with Kayla? Do you want to have this baby? And Ryan just says, I think I know my answer. So the next day, Ryan sets up a beach picnic and takes Kayla out to it. How are you feeling? He asks her. I'm really happy. I see nothing but good things for us. We're doing better than ever. I'm just happy right now. What's next for us? We need to take the tools that we learned here and apply them at home. That's when the real test will begin. I think we should get a therapist. Yeah, I agree. We're both very prideful, but we can do that. I just want to see if we're on the same page about the baby. I always wanted to keep it. We're keeping it, right? Yes, of course. We're in a better place now, she says, and they kiss on the beach. Later, Cheyenne announces we're having a redo Sweet 16 party tonight, and we're dressing like it's the 2000s. Tyler and Kate won't come out, though, of the room. Kate says, we're watching trash TV in bed. Wonder if it's their own show. At the party, it's time to confront the awkward realization that Cheyenne does not need a Sweet 16 redo because she wasn't a pregnant teen. Cheyenne asks the group, who here had a Sweet 16? And literally crickets chirp. And Leah actually points out, not everyone had healthy home environments that were protected. And yeah, that's very insightful of Leah, and I agree. It's super awkward because it's basically just like Cheyenne flaunting her wealth and privilege in front of everybody and highlighting that disparity again. Like, oh, sorry you guys had abusive childhoods, but I was partying in Hawaii. Like, no, seriously. Mackenzie says, well, I was pregnant at 16. Kayla says, I was sneaking around with Ryan at 16. Taylor says, I got my license in a car. Again, she was not a pregnant teen. Kaya says that she thought she was going to be on TV for like My Super Sweet 16, but instead she was on for being pregnant. Cheyenne says, oh, for my 16th, my parents flew me and my friends to Hawaii. This is awkward. Cheyenne, please just stop talking. Kayla says, we have an announcement. We're going to keep the baby. Yay! Congrats! This has got to be the most ratchet shit ever, bro. Instead of a gender reveal, it's a abortion or birth reveal. Jesus Christ. We're gonna be committed too. No more whoring. And also an exclusivity reveal. I really think that at this point, I'd rather hear about Cheyenne's Hawaii 16th birthday party. And the last scene is Tyler and Caitlin going to a secluded island for a date. Tyler gives Caitlin a bracelet to show his commitment, and they talk about how they need more quality time. Tyler says all our kids are going to be gone eventually, and they're going to move out, and we'll be blessed to have just each other. And I know he's joking, but it's kind of funny how he's talking about like he can't wait for his kids to move out, but they so badly want Carly to move in. I guess she's closer to 18. And that's all for this week's episode of Teen Mom Family Reunion. What do you think of Kayla and Ryan's announcement? Do you think they're going to make it together? And what do you think of Bree's one-night stand? Do you think they still talk? Make sure to leave a comment down below and make sure to subscribe for more Teen Mom recaps every week.